Morning. Okay. So recently, we have been very aggressive doing caravans nationwide. Okay. Precisely because we are very excited to share with everybody our new leveraging system. Okay. Just to give you a background of this, leveraging system is what is being used by most of the big businesses. Okay. All of us want to venture into business. But there is a certain recipe, formula for success of big companies that small companies don't have. Okay? And this is what we call leveraging system. So to compare it simply, if you run your own business and your business relies on your presence, relies on your time, and your business cannot run without you, that is the concept of a small business. Some people call it the law of singleness. Okay? On the other side, there is also what we call the big business. The big business is when it continues to run even without your presence. Even in your absence, the business continues to run. Okay? That is the law of leveraging, meaning you don't rely on your own time, your own talent, capability, and ability because you have many people who utilize their own time, talent, capability, and abilities to work for you. That is the law of leveraging. Okay? For the longest time, Philippine Access, similar to any other 99% of the real estate groups, we just follow the traditional way. Okay? Leveraging system is really very something that you just can easily get. Why? Because number one, it's a trade secret for so many big companies. They will never share their system to us. And number two, the system is comprehensive and expensive. It requires a lot of time to make and it requires a lot of money to make. Okay, so end up most of us who are still starting our business, it's very difficult for us to acquire a leveraging system. Okay, for the last 14 years, Philippine Access, we want to be competing with the number one real estate groups also. Okay, but of course, the number one here in Cebu happens to have 10,000 members, right? And Philippine Access, we cannot even exceed 100. Imagine. Always small number. People come, then people leave. And then new people come, and then they leave. That has always been the behavior. And this is not isolated in Philippine Access. Almost 99% of all the other groups, this is also the same experience they have. People come, people leave. So they can never expand. And the reason for that is, of course, it's expected. If people come, they close sales, they're happy. They don't close sales, they're sad. So many months they don't close sales, they die. That has been the behavior. Okay? For us, what happened to the leading group like Filipino Homes? You'll be surprised. Why do they have 10,000 members? Because if people join them and they close a sale, they're happy. They don't close a sale, still they're happy. Why? Because they earn overrides from the sales of their recruits. And the more they earn out of the overrides, the more they don't die, the more they expand. Because they keep on expanding because of the overrides that they're earning. See, people don't die, people expand. That's the reason why we have 10,000 members. We know that is our, so that has been the behavior. Now, for the last 14 years, we know that that is our limitation. We cannot expand in size, we cannot increase the number by more than 100. So we somehow sought our own strength. And what was the strength of Philippine Access during that time? The number one strength that we have is our business principles. The principle called abnormal thinking. And true enough, this was really very effective for us. Okay. And the second principle that we have in business, we don't train you selling. We train you investing. Because of that, our people close big volume sales. Okay. And proof of that, we were able to tap in Mandali Bay. We were able to tap in Philinvest. We were able to tap in TAP, Property Ventures, Vista, Maria Luisa, okay, Sheraton, and so many other developers. We beat Filipino homes in many developers, despite the fact that we are very limited in number. And that is because of our business principles. But still, there's one thing we cannot beat them. And still, it's their number. What if we can have the same system that they have? Diba? If we can beat them without the system, how much more if we have the system? Finally, God gave us the system last year. We launched the system this after April. It was the launching, but the execution starts January. Okay. Finally, we have the leveraging system for Philippine access. So we are now positioning this to compete against Filipino homes this time in terms of number. And true enough, starting January, when we started using the system, we went to several cities already, just near Cebu first. And then after that, farther from Cebu. So we went first to the places in Cebu like Bugo, we went to Consolacion, we went to Toledo, we went to Balamban, we went to Naga, and then we went to Bohol, we went to Dumaguete, or Bacolod, or Tacloban. And this Saturday, we will be in Davao. And in our experience, in 1 month time, we already increased by more than 1,000 in number. Can you imagine that? So that to us means that the system is really very effective. And it's just a matter of time. 6 months down the line, if we will continue to do what we are doing right now, there will come a time we can really expand our numbers and compete against the number of Filipino homes. Okay? For as long as we're very consistent and persistent. Okay? So, what is this system? We call this innovations for a brighter future. Please take note. In your business formula, if you don't use the leveraging system, it's very difficult to expand. And you will end up until you retire, your business will still depend on you. So as early as now, let us try to create a business that doesn't rely on our presence, doesn't rely on our own time. Okay? So, tumawid ka dyan. So we all have to cross from love singleness to love leverage. If you want to retire 4 years from now, we're inviting you to utilize this system of leveraging that we have right now. 4 years, Jen. How old are you? 53 plus 4, 57. Oh, we almost retired. We almost retired at the age of 57. Okay, so the simple goal here is build up our network over the next 6 months using the system of leveraging. Manage our network over the next 4 years, and after that, slow down, retire, and enjoy life.
Amen.
Not bad, isn't it? That should be the goal. Okay, so we want to imagine our system as a rocket ship. Okay, so Sheryl Sandberg reminds us, if you're offered a seat on a rocket ship, don't ask what seat. So Sheryl was invited to be the first business unit manager of Google. During the time, Google was unknown. And so she did not decline the offer. But then the CEO, Mr. Schmidt, told her, don't be an idiot. Drive into the rocket ship. Straight up. No? Straight up. See? And she said yes. And the rest is history for her. She's one of the millionaires now of Google. Okay? Okay, so we are Philippine Access. I'm Boller Binamira. I'm the managing broker of Philippine Access. I used to be with Philinvestland for the longest time, 1997 to 2016. But I went out 4 times. Weird, no? Went in, went out, went in, went out, went in, went out, went in, went out 4 times. My last position was vice president of Pinvest. We are exposed with project development. That's why we are also the consultant of Paramount Property Ventures, Michael Development Corporation, Contempo Property Holdings, Titans Properties Development Inc., Propertunity Inc., and Seven Land Corporation. We are licensed real estate broker. I'm a CPA also. Our mission vision statements become active contributors to real estate growth and economic progress. Quite a tall order. Raise the bar of professionalism in the real estate practice, unity and synchronicity in the way we run our business, share increased opportunity to all of our stakeholders to make real estate information full, comprehensive, and up to date. The system is a living proof of our vision. Okay? The system is for all of us. In fact, you'll be surprised. This system is unmatched in the market right now. Why? Because this practically gives all to the people, not to the company. To make real estate information tool comprehensive, the system covers all projects nationwide and renders your closing very, very convenient. All you need to do if there's a buyer who is looking for a property anywhere in the Philippines, just browse over the system. Okay, click on the project, click copy, and then paste the link to the messenger of your client. Okay, mission, principle, instill as the principle of normal thinking. Very important. We learn from the experience of so many successful people. It's very difficult for us to be successful if we are not abnormal.
Right.
But, Jill,
Yeah.
see the equation? If you take a look at the equation, majority are normal, only a few are abnormal. Majority are poor, only a few are rich. Therefore, abnormal people are the rich people. Yeah, huh? Okay. Expertise become experts in our field. Probably we're the only developer that can cover the A to Z of real estate, meaning we can help investors create their own real estate development company. Okay, because we came from a developer. Synchronicity, we move in one direction as a team, outcome, our role is to plant the harvest, Mother Nature's role. Okay, so this is the current real estate scenario. We have the biggest group, Filipino homes. Reason for that is they're the first group to use the leveraging system. Okay, I heard from the stories that the owner of Filipino homes happened to be an employee of the boss, and the boss has a friend who owns a networking company, and not even the extent, no, not even the extent. There was the first networking company that I forgot. It was not the extent. And EXN Coffee was already the second company that he joined. But through his experience in networking companies, he used the networking system in real estate. Initially, it was radical because many people were really adversely reacting because the practice of real estate is supposed to be like any other profession. It should be an individual practice, right? Like doctors, you cannot hire so many people to practice medicine, right? But honestly, real estate is a different animal. Why? Because the real estate business, you have to network. It's not like a doctor that you need to network in order to practice your profession. In real estate, the more you network, the more you can serve. Okay? But the sad thing is that people wants to equate real estate practice as similar to lawyer, similar to doctor. No, it's not. It's a different animal. Okay? So the owner of Filipino Homes, I believe, was right in doing the leveraging system. I too was looking for the leveraging system for a very long time. Okay? There was this same group coming from Filipino Homes, a splinter group who separated, they formed themselves via bachelor's realty. The one thing in common with the two, Filipino Homes, when they started, their office was half of this size. Now they own a building in Oregon. 10,000 members. It speaks of the success of the system. The splinter group, Bachelor's Realty, when they started, they also have very small office, slightly bigger than this. Now they own 21 branches nationwide, and they're occupying majority of the space in that building. See, this is a proof that the system really works in expanding every person's business. You know why people from bachelors and people from Filipino homes are still there? Because the uplines are already millionaires. If you're already earning millions out of the system, it's it would be impractical for you to really stop. And the system is designed to be forever. Why? Because you will be receiving overrides up to infinity. And even if you die, your income will be passed on to your children, heirs and successors. So there's no there's no stopping this kind of a business. Okay, the rest of the group, all the other small groups, were part of this before, but now we were able to acquire the power of leveraging. Okay, Archimedes said, just a clear definition of it: give me a lever long enough and a place to stand, and I will move the entire earth. That is the law of leveraging. So in here, it shows mentoring, team, networks, infinite networks, tools, and system rolled into one to raise the $1 million dream. In our compensation plan in our system, unlike Filipino homes that offers only 2 or 3 compensation plan for sources of income, our system actually offers 7. So what I've said, this is unmatched in the industry right now. Even the programmer was shaking his head. He said, I cannot believe this is the kind of compensation you're giving to your people because this is practically giving everything. He said, that is the plan. And then he said, so how will you earn? I told him, if I can have a very strong sales muscle, I can put so many businesses in there. That is where I'm going to earn. See? Okay. So we offer personal commission, generation bonus, profit share pool, infinite overrides, royalty income, productivity bonus, and provident fund. 7 sources of income. Okay, coming from the system. Now, this system is really designed to be the paramount system. Okay. In terms of inviting licensed brokers, in terms of complying with RESA law compliant, in terms of taxation, this system is unmatched right now. I'll explain that later on. So let's talk about personal commission. Every time you close a sale, of course, there's always a personal commission. Well, at the close the galin, you earn a commission. So in the system, if your ranking is agent, that is the lowest ranking in the system, you will get 15% of the personal commission. So if the developer gives 5%, you get 2.5%. That's where you will start. And then the system will also automatically promote you depending on your total received commission and total received overrides. Once you're promoted sales manager, you now get 60% of the total commission. So if the developer gives 5%, you get 3%. Further, you'll be promoted senior sales manager in the system. You now get 65% of the total personal commission. If the developer gives 5%, you get 3.25. And lastly, once you're promoted sales director in the system, you will now get 70% of the total personal commission. If the developer gives 5%, you get 3.5. So your personal commission rate goes up as your ranking goes up. So let's proceed with the second source of ranking requirement. You start as an agent. Unlike any other networking companies where you are required to pay certain entry-level package, here there's none. You don't need to pay anything. Okay? Once you start as an agent, you start building up your network, you start selling. The moment you receive 750,000 worth of personal commission, you're now automatically promoted sales manager. Or the moment you receive 3 million worth of overrides from the sale of your downline, you now are automatically promoted sales manager. Okay? Very simple requirement. Or a combination of both. 750,000 worth of personal commission or 3 million worth of overrides from the sale of your downline. Okay? Now, as of now, you cannot yet visualize, is this difficult or is this easy? Exactly, sa 750 palandahan, no? That's only what? 3 units of condom? Very easy. Okay, next. The moment you receive again another 750,000 worth of personal commission or 3 million worth of overrides from the sale of your downlines, you are now promoted senior sales manager. Okay, and Another 750,000 pesos worth of personal commission or 3 million worth of overheads from the sale of your downlines, you are now promoted sales director. In short, from agent to sales director, you need to receive 2.25 million in personal commission or 9 million worth of overheads from the sale of your downlines. Now, is this difficult? Okay, so let's talk about generation bonus. What is generation bonus? This is your override from the sale of your downlines up to the fourth level. Okay, so very easy to remember. Your overrides from the sale of your downlines up to the fourth level. Now, how much will you be receiving as generation bonus override? 1/5 of 20%. That is your override. Okay? Now, for example, your downline closes 2 million pesos only. Honestly, 2 million, wala may pondo ng 2 million. Okay, but for the purpose for the sake of example, 2 million only. What is 5% of that? 100,000. That's the total commission, right? 20% of the 100,000 is 20,000. Divide by 5, each will get 4,000. Who is this each? Upat ka upline and one sales director. Okay, up to the fourth level. No? Okay? Now, assuming ikaw ng tao diyan na ito, your fourth level close to 2 million, so he gets 50K, 50% of the total commission man. Level 3 gets one share of the 20%. Okay, 5 shares man, divide by 5 man. Level 2 gets one share, level 1 gets one share, you get one share, the last share will go to the sales director. So, if that seller closed 20 million, each will get 40,000. If the seller closed 40 million, each will get 80,000. Last December, we have one seller who closed 130 million. So ang upline na tumupat kabo, each will receive not less than 200,000. See, these are all actual examples, huh? All actual examples. So if level 5 closes the 2 million, level 4 gets one share, level 3, 2, and 1 gets one share. You don't get one share anymore because the last share will go to the ST. Okay, so always remember the last share will always go to the ST. Okay, so for example, you recruited 7 people as your level 1, only 7. That's not gamay naman 7, you know? Pwede mag 40 or 50.
Yes.
No? Only 7 people. And these 7 people also recruit 7 people each. That's your level 2. And level 2 recruits 7 people each. That's your level 3. And level 3 recruits 7 people each. That's your level 4. Assuming all of these recruits, all of these downlines close only 2 million. How much overhead are you getting? 11.2 million. If only they close 2 million. Now, of course, you will say, not all of them will close 2 million, right? Oh, probably only 10% will close. You still get 1.1 million. This is assuming only 10% will close. You only recruit 7 people instead of 40. And they only close 2 million instead of 4 million or 8 million or 10 million. Not bad, isn't it? That's as far as generation bonus is concerned. Okay, any question? Wala. The most exciting part is when you are promoted SD. Dali naman mag-promote to SD. Kung kita ka na 11.2 million, pila may requirement sa SD from agent to SD? 9 million naman in overrides. So meaning, it's very easy for you to keep the SD position. Diba? Okay, so assuming you are now promoted from senior sales manager to SD. Okay, you now start to recruit your level 1, level 2, and so on. What will happen if level 1 will close 2 million only? He gets the 50K personal commission. Who gets the 20% override? Will it be divided by 5? Not anymore. The SD will get the whole 20%. So, if that person closed 20 million, the SD will get 200,000. If that person override, the SD will get 400,000 override. If you happen to recruit that seller who closed 120, 130 million in 1 month, and your position is SD, how much override are you getting? Not less than 1 million. These are all actual examples. Okay? So can you imagine? just one sale of your downline can already give you 1 million in override if you're SD. Because you're getting 20% of his total commission. Now, if level 2 closes to 2 million, how much will the SD get? Level 1 gets 1 share, the SD gets 4 shares. Okay? If level 3 closes, level 2 gets 1 share, level 1 gets 1 share, SD gets 3 shares. Level 4 closes, the SD gets 2 shares. Level 5 closes, the SD gets 1 share. Level 6 closes, the SD still gets 1 share. Sidewards, downwards, from level 6 up to infinity, the SD will always get 1 share. That is the magic of the leveraging. So let's convert this into figure. So all of you will appreciate. Assuming you only recruit 7 level 1s. Okay? Level 1 recruits 7 level 2s and so on. Okay? This is up to infinity. You're just trying to compute up to level 6. Up to level 6, how much are you getting already? No, because this is infinity. We can compute up to level 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay? But up to level 6, just assuming all of them will close 2 million each, you now get 562 million in overrides coming from the sale of your downlines. Of course, you will say not all of them will close 2 million, isn't it? Assuming only 10% will close, you still get 56 million. It's not bad. 56 million is if only 10% will close. You only recruit 7 people and they only close 2 million. What if they close 4 million, 8 million, 10 million, 20 million, or even 100 million? That's a different story. Any question with SD? Okay. Now, please take note. This is an example if you build only one network. What if you build a network in Manila? You also build a network in Davao. You also build a network in Bacolod. You also build a network in Tacloban or Ormoc. Please take note. Manila even has bigger number of projects there. So if you build a network there and all your network are selling Manila projects and you're in Cebu receiving all the overrides, that's a very nice picture, isn't it? You build your network in Davao, they sell projects in Davao, and you're in Cebu receiving all the overrides. Not only that, you can even build your network in Dubai, or in Canada, or in the US, or in Australia. You can build your network worldwide. Why? Because the system is capable of building your network worldwide. Okay? So, what if you recruited somebody who is a super seller, probably a very hardworking person, he builds his network, big network at the soonest possible time, and he gets to be promoted as the what will happen to you? Of course, he will start to spin off so that he will build his own group now as an SD, right? Okay, while you're receiving overrides from your existing network, you will also receive royalty of 0.6% from all the sales of the new SD group. So you now have 2 income basket. And how big is 0.6? If you join Philinvest and you're an SD, you're a sales director in Philinvest, Philinvest will give you 0.25% override from the sales of all of your people. In here, the system will give you 0.6%. Now, since we want our system to be RESLO compliant, meaning we want all our agents to be covered with a broker license. Okay? Leveraging system, that is really one challenge because then how can you cover so many people from a limited number of broker license? So what we did is to prepare the system for this limitation. How? The system will automatically promote any licensed broker as SD in the ranking. So if you're a licensed broker and you want to utilize the system, automatically ranking it, sales director. This is to entice so many brokers to join us, licensed brokers to join us. Okay? Now, so in short, if you happen to recruit a licensed broker who automatically becomes an SD, what will you receive? Royalty. Okay? Oh, this is already royalty coming from the SD. So you will get 0.6% of all the sales of the of that broker. This is also up to infinity, sidewards and downwards. Next, we have profit share pool. What is profit share pool? Sometimes when you earn big already in overrides, people no longer focus on closing sales. In order to avoid that, we created in the system what we call profit share pool. So that everybody who closes a sale will be given a share of the profit share. If you don't close a sale, you're not part of the profit sharing pool. The bigger your sale, the bigger also your share. So it's a very simple equation. It's the law of ratio, okay, and proportion. How much will we be declaring as profit share? For every 100 million of sales, we allocate 44,000 for the profit sharing. But to give you an idea, Philippine homes can close 1 billion in one month in sales because of the leveraging system. If we're talking about 1 billion sales, that's automatic 440,000 profit sharing. Now, please take note that 1B is just good for 1 month. If you can close 1B in 10 months, you're already talking about 4.4 million in profit. What about productivity bonus? The same amount as profit share. For every 100 million in sales, the system will allocate 44,000 for productivity bonus. Okay? What is this for? This is to give rewards for the top 1, 2, 3 sales directors, top 1, 2, 3 sales managers, top 1, 2, 3 agents at the end of the year. Okay? So this is where we will source out travel rewards for them, their trophies and plaques, and their cash rewards. So this will be awarded during our annual awards night. Okay? So it's nice to be number one.
Yeah.
But we have big budget for travel because it's really allocated already in the system. The budget for that is automatically segregated. Okay. And then we also have Provident Fund. Philippine Access means family, not just business. So if this system is meant to be forever, then we should also be protecting each other forever. The Provident Fund will be allocated for all emergency loans free of interest. In case something happens, there's something that you can claim on. Okay, this is our Provident Fund. But of course, the amount of loan granted to you is dependent on the total amount of receivable commission that you have. So it's a certain percentage of your total receivable commission, just in case, no? If in case you cannot pay back the loan, then we will at least get it from your receivable commission. And for our group health insurance. So what happens is every time we accumulate an amount for the Provident Fund, of course, tagsa-tagsaon na ito niyo enroll, ha? One group policy, ang unahon na lang ito mga naka-close. Another group policy, ang ito na po mga lesser amount. Another group policy, hanggang tumabot sa mga wapakalin. We intend to cover everybody for as long as you're active. Define active. Those closing a sale, 1 million sale within 1 year. So that's the maintenance sales. Gamay, 1 million in 1 year, Sharo. Okay, so please bear with me. Ako lang i-run down gadi. Ang pinaka-exciting lang. This one, we want you to get the sales director ranking. Why? Because if you're sales director in the ranking, and you recruit people under you, say you recruit your level 1, recruit your level 2, di ba? Anak na network. Your level 1 process 2 million only. You get the personal commission. Okay? Give me 2 million in a close. 20% of that will go to you. So when a close is 20 million, you get 200,000. The close is 40 million, you get 400,000. One color here close 130 million in 1 month. So even a recruit in your ST ranking, you get minimum 1 million in override. Real estate networking is really different. It's really speaks of something big. If your level 2 closes only 2 million, level 1 gets 1 share of the 20%, you get 4 shares. So level 3 closes, level 1 gets 1 share, 2 gets 1 share, you get 3 shares. the 20%. Level 4 closes, you get 2 shares of the 20%. Level 5 closes, you get 1 share of the 20% override. Level 6 closes, you still get 1 share of the 20% override. Sidewards, downwards, up to infinity, you always get 1 share of the 20% override. 5 shares of the 20%. Yan mo na example. You recruit 7 people. 7 people recruit 7 people each. That's your level. Level 2 recruit 7 people each. That's your level 3. Now, up to infinity na rin. So we can compute up to level 10. But in this example, up to level 6 that we compute, assuming we only close 2 million. When you go downlines, you get 562 million in overrides. And assuming only 10% will close 2 million, you still get 56 million in overrides. That is if you only recruit 7 people. Of course, you can recruit 40. Right? And that is yes. And that is if all of them close only 2 million. What if they close 4 million or 8 million? That's a difference. And this one, you can build your own network in Sydney. You can also build your network in Manila, Davao, Dubai, US. Okay, so that's the biggest picture. Okay? So strategize. How do you strategize? In our case here, we simplify. Our compensation plan, huwag yun na magsugod tanan. If you have recruits, please bring them first to our compensation plan presentation. Every Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Bring them here. Okay? And once they're fired up, once they're interested with the compensation plan, then we process them for the 3 basic requirements. What are the 3 basic requirements? Number 1, abnormal thinking seminar. We all have to be abnormal first. Very important. This happens every Wednesday and Saturday, 10 a.m. That's the abnormal thinking seminar. Number 2, real estate investing. This happens every Wednesday and Saturday at 2 p.m. And number 3, product training. So for you to apply all the 3 requirements already on Wednesday or Saturday, ato na pong insert ang product training before ta mag-start sa part-time shift. So pala, after 1 day, complied na ka, you're now given a username and password. Once you access the system, it's very, very comprehensive. It's a real estate system. All projects nationwide are there. And if you have a client who wants to know about the project, just click the project, click copy, paste it to Messenger to the client, and all the details are already there. It's as simple as that. Very easy to post. And the good thing about leveraging system is we are only 3 here. Filipino homes, bachelors. The last one to enter is Philippine Access. Here's the last. If you join Filipino homes, probably you're already on the bottom of the network chain. So with bachelors, but with Philippine Access, you're on top because we have just started last January. So it's really very easy to run your own big network. And then in the system, it has all the contact numbers of all the developer representatives also. So if in case you need something from a project completed, then it is a system directly. But what's very important in the system is that your seller's hub is in the system. It's included there. In Filipino homes and bachelors, they don't show your seller's hub. Meaning, diba, deep na magkayo mo network, you wouldn't really know. Kasi mo sold the lab, right? Unless pagkita mo seller's hub. But they have their own reasons why they're not showing the seller's hub. Okay? We are not saying it's good or bad. Okay? Probably that's a management strategy. Yeah, ilan ang kaibaon ng upline. Okay? And then, depending on sa upline ng saan niya pag-manage ang downline. But in our case, we are very transparent. Your seller's hub is indicated in your dashboard. So whatever override you receive up to the deepest level, it is shown in the system. We always practice transparency. And there's no manual intervention on the commissions. Starting from the sale, ang upload na is the seller. So you close the sale. You're from Cavite, for example. Of course, you will upload your sale. Why? Because you want to be promoted as the sales, diba? Sales is the requirement man for your promotion. So you will also, even brokerage, they will upload the brokerage because they want to be promoted in the system. Once they upload the sale, that will float in the system. Our office here will verify the sale. Once the sale is verified, it's approved. Once it's approved, automatic breakdown overrides and personal commission in the system. So the system will break it automatically. Okay? And it will appear in your running receivable commission. Kasi mong cellphone, makatanaw ka. Okay? But that is different. Okay? Sometimes the developer doesn't give 100% of the commission man, di ba? Sometimes in installment. Every time the developer releases a commission, it will go into your electronic wallet. Lain po na electronic wallet. Kung sa'yo mo appear sa mga electronic wallet, mo na ready for withdrawal. Pwede ka mo process yung payout. And everything is already digital. You can go GCash, you can go bank transfer. We're now negotiating for Dragon Pay. Okay, mag-international man tayo. See, this is how the system works. It's very convenient, user-friendly. It makes your real estate business a lot easier. Okay, and we are the only third who's using the system right now. And our strength here is our training. I should say it's really the real estate investing training. Okay, because real estate investing is really the way to go if you want to close big deals. If you think of selling, you cannot talk to investors. And if you think of investing, not only can you close big amount of sales, but you can also start your own real estate development company. You want to start your own subdivision project or condominium project, that should be the way to go. Of course, we don't stop at selling. Selling is law of singleness. But running your own real estate company, that is the law of leveraging. Okay? So from here, for us to know which is the next step, okay? Please comply the 3 basic requirements. Number 1, paradigm shift talk, Wednesday, 10 o'clock. Number 2, Wednesday and Saturday, sorry. And then, number 2, real estate investing, Wednesday and Saturday also, 2 p.m. And at least one product training of the project that you want to focus. This also happens before the paradigm shift talk, so that in one day, you can comply the 3 requirements already. Okay? And then, as early as now, when you're still complying the requirements for you to get your access in the system, start recruiting and inviting people already in our compensation plan presentations every Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Now, to help you in building up your network nationwide, we never stop going to different key cities in the Philippines. Okay, we have already started it last January. Until now, we are still doing it consistently. So that all you need to do is invite your friends wherever we go. In Davao on Saturday, 1 o'clock, Regal Hotel. Please invite your friends there so that once they're interested, then they can become your downline already. Okay? So probably this one, I think, are all self-explanatory. Leverage. Recruitment ad is post in your Facebook page. Boost. Then coach your people as much as possible. Don't just leave them to close the sale. Okay, guide them, profile them on which market do you want to focus, high end, middle end, socialized, affordable. And then give them all the projects that they want to focus. Make sure that they are trained with the project, they have all the materials, they post in their Facebook page, and then they boost. That's the only time you can expect that they can start closing sales. Okay? Process of affiliation is very simple. If you have access already, that becomes your own website. Then you will already have your recruitment link. If you recruit somebody from Dubai, all you need to do is send your link to that person. Once he opens the link, or the online affiliation form pops up, he fills out all the information. Once you press enter, automatically that becomes your level 1. Okay, so everything is already automated. No, it's paperless. System will be RASA compliant. So that's the reason why we invite so many licensed brokers to join us, so that we all will be covered with a broker license. Commission will have less human intervention. System makes recruitment highly effective. Okay, system is your own yellow page, position and ranking. Oh, this one's very important. In here, you can tell us which physical position you want to start. Because some people will say, oh, I want to join here with my group. I already have an existing group of sales managers and sales agent. I want to start as sales director. Okay? Now, if you pass in our screening and become a sales director in the physical position, your privilege, you also have an automatic SD ranking in the system. But if you say, oh, SD is too big for me, probably as a position, I just want to manage agents in the physical position, then automatically you're also given SM ranking in the system. Okay, so why do we need to emphasize the physical position? Because this is the weakness of the other companies before. When they shifted to leveraging system, they dissolved the physical position. Physical means sales director, managing sales managers, managers managing agent. That's a physical position, right? When they dissolved that, what they did, they just let the upline manage the downlines. But the problem with that is that sometimes, in most cases, the uplines don't know how to manage the downlines because they're not trained managers. They're just recruited, right? So the deeper the network goes, the lesser the quality of the training becomes. Nana din ang ethical practice, nana din ang taghanang mahitabo. So in order for us to make sure that our quality will not deteriorate, we retain the physical position. So there's SD, there's SM, there's agent. If the agent is promoted SD in the ranking, that SD in the ranking remains agent in the physical position. Okay, here, di ka pwede consulting. Promoted na ako SD sa ranking. Hindi na ako patuso akong SD. No, you remain an agent in the physical position. Because the ranking in the system is only for income distribution purposes. Okay, but of course, we also incorporate management in the system. How? We tell the upline, focus on your level 1. Manage your level 1, train your level 1. And once they're trained, let your level 1 manage their level 1s. The process of duplication. So, given these two managements setup, we believe that we can preserve the quality of our trainings. Okay? We pay taxes to the government. Don't be surprised if the system will automatically compute taxes before it releases the amount to you. Since the system will give us millions, we cannot allow the BIR to close down our system just because we are not paying taxes. Requirements for affiliation, okay, the 3, and then all entitlements of vesting rights, whatever overrides you're receiving, because this is non-stop, especially if you're SD ranking, it's up to infinity. If something happens to you, your entitlements will be passed on to your children, heirs, or successors. Termination for just cause, that is self-explanatory. Marriage within organization. If you're come in single and you're married inside the organization, you cannot alter your network anymore. And then we have arbitration of conflicts. Okay. Again, compensation plan every Tuesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Paradigm shift, Wednesday, Saturday, 10 a.m. Real estate investing 101, Wednesday and Saturday, 2 p.m. Together with the product knowledge seminar. Any question? Okay.